So outside of the migration and focusing on the migration, let's talk about communications and training. So although there's a lot of technical things that need to be achieved to execute a migration, and a lot of planning that has to go in to doing a stage migration, we want to talk about communications and training within your organization. Communications and training is very important when planning a migration to Office 365. The reason why it's important is organizations that have group-wise or notes or even Exchange on-premise, it's very important that when moving from an external messaging system like group-wise or notes, that you're able to get your users up to speed on how to leverage the Outlook client, how to leverage the Outlook web app client, and to use that with little delay on that go-live morning. So training in the sense of providing cheat sheets to users, providing some hands-on classes for the users is going to be very important. And then beyond that initial training, you want to really focus on power user training. Power user training is going to be very important, especially when you're in the pilot phase of your migration, because you can take those users that you've provided that power user training to and have them be advocates of the migration and have them walking the floors that go live morning and showing your users how to connect to the service, how to create delegated access to someone else's calendar or inbox and so on. So again, training is very important, not only to ensure users are up to speed, to minimize your help desk tickets, and be able to provide better ground support from other day-to-day non-technical users for that go-live experience. The other area of focus is communications. Communications is very important when performing migration, especially a staged migration. You want to ensure your users are excited about the migration, that they're ready to move to that new system. And to do that, you need to think about things like how many emails am I going to send them on a regular basis to ensure that they're aware of the change. You need to build hype within the organization by doing things like putting up banners, dropping in kiosks into the entryways of your organizations to show the users what the experience is going to be like on Office 365. I've seen one organization do this very well. They've had banners throughout, they've had posters, they had those kiosks. It was probably one of the most successful migrations we've seen, merely because the users were ready for it, they were excited about the change, and there were little help desk tickets coming in with regards to where's my old email system. So again, this is an important piece for your user experience when moving to Office 365. So to summarize, user experience is a very important part of any migration that you're planning for. Certainly that you want to focus on what your business objectives are and what technical constraints you have. But if you put aside user experience or you don't plan for it, you're likely going to have, you may have a successful migration, but on the user side, it was not a great migration. Right? Maybe in their eyes it's a failed migration, even though they're on the service. So providing that smooth user experience will help lost productivity. It'll help minimize help desk requests that come in for that go live, and even the week after. And really allow your technical folks and the big business folks driving this migration to focus on the important pieces of the migration, the important pieces with regards to training and ensuring that people are having a good experience overall. So really focus on what Microsoft enables you to leverage with regards to the service, that being ADFS, Directory Sync, Exchange Hybrid, or leveraging a third-party tool. Really focus on how you communicate to the users and what training you can offer them, especially if they're coming from a mail system that is not Outlook or Exchange. So that's all I have. Thank you for watching. We'll keep an eye out for more videos from me in the future.